difficult and may have even been heated. Let's see. We do have the Devil that popped out. Okay, please clarify who or what is this Knight of Swords in Sagittarius singles recent past. This could also represent an air sign, so Lemini, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Lemini. Almost sounds like Illuminati. Lemini. No. Alright. And no, I'm not one of those people. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you have the Five of Pentacles. You got a lot of Pentacles in this spread. So the Five of Pentacles is, again, for some of you, this could talk about a time in the past when you did go without financially or mentally. It's about feeling rejected. So this could have been some type of communication where you initiated or the other initiated a breakup or an end to something. This could involve a relationship, a love relationship, or a friendship, or someone just within your general environment. Please clarify. Clarify this Knight of Swords for recent past for single Sagittarius in the month of December. Some of you may have gone through some type of pretty stressful financial burden. You have the Queen of Wands. I'll clarify her in a minute, but I kind of feel like this is you taking control and starting to focus and getting what you want, because this is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. With the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands for Sagittarius singles. Recent past, please. You could have been dealing with an air or fire sign. And then you have the Seven of Cups. So this is about confusion, delusion, can sometimes talk about inconsistencies and the, I can't remember the word, the inability to make a choice, because there are so many options, so many choices, and all of them look look promising. It can talk about things being unclear, being very foggy or up in the air. So if this was a relationship, whether it was you or the other person, they may have felt with the 7 and the 5 that they didn't know where they stood, or you stood with the other person. They felt left out in the cold, rejected, neglected. This doesn't have to be a love relationship. And perhaps that's why you've taken the stance of this Queen of Wands. Because you don't ever want to feel like this again. You don't want to feel unsure of yourself. Please clarify this Queen of Wands for Sagittarius singles. Some of you that may have gone through financial upheaval or just scarcity. There may be a child involved, and that's why you really decided to pick up the slack and just go for it, because the Queen of Wands is someone very driven, very focused, very action oriented. They're very passionate. Please clarify the Queen of Wands. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, you have the Star here. So this is definitely about taking whatever this was that happened and trying to make the best out of it. It is a wish fulfillment card. It's a card about healing spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Make sure that's still going. It didn't cut off. That's also the sign of Aquarius here. So yeah, I definitely feel like this, for some of you, has to deal with moving forward. Really focusing on succeeding. Not wanting to feel ungrounded anymore. Okay, so this is what's coming towards you. We have the 7 of Wands. This can be something, let's do this one first. This can be something that has you on your toes, has you feeling like you have to defend your position or defend your name, standing your ground, fighting for, what's right. Each one of these wands can represent different things. Gossip can talk about responsibilities, like just warding off all these things that could veer you off your path or your goal, or energies or people that are trying to interfere and come in between you and your goal, or naysayers, haters, people that are trying to bring you down to a negative energy. Okay, please clarify this 7 of Wands for what's coming towards Sagittarius singles in love. This could also represent you not being open, not being receptive to a love relationship right now. Maybe there's exes and old flings that are trying to get your attention, and you're just saying hard pass, no thanks. Clarify the 7 of Wands for what's coming towards Sagittarius singles in love for the month of December. 2 and 3. Okay, so we have the Death card here. So yeah, this could be something from the past trying to come up, something that had ended before. It can talk about you warding off past past energies or past situations. Please clarify one more with the Death card and the 7 of Wands. This could also be a Scorpio. Death does represent Scorpio. Please clarify one with the Death and the 7 of Wands for what's coming towards Scorpio singles in love for the month of December. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, I see this as you basically warding off anyone that comes forward to offer you any type of relationship, or at least anything that you have to commit seriously to. The Death card, I do feel like for some of you this represents an ending, an old relationship, an ex, or just someone from your past, and that there's been too much change for you or for them. You've grown past this person. We do have the Magician here. Some people think, or some people call this for the sign of Virgo. I also consider Aries. So you have, this is definitely Scorpio though. It doesn't have to be a Scorpio person, it's just that energy. But I see you fighting this off because it has ended. And you're very focused on manifesting, whether it's, a position in your career that you're hoping to get, or just financial prosperity. Yeah, it's like a complete change. You have transformed beyond whatever this is that's coming in towards you. Let me see what this is, see if I can get some more information. And you're ready to create something new for yourself. And you are fighting, you're going to fight for it, at least for in the month of December. Please clarify, why is the Death card here? What does this Death card represent for what's coming towards? Means for some of you, you can even be fighting change. You don't want things to change. Maybe you like the single life. Maybe you like the life of, not having a serious commitment. And you're not ready for any type of commitment that would hold you back or drag you down. Two, three. Yeah. You're not receptive to, if this is a person or if this is just the idea of a relationship. For whatever reason, you have a wall up. You're being very guarded, maybe defensive, but you're just holding on to what you have for dear life. And you are very focused in future. Okay, so we'll do your advice. We'll do these pretty quick. So your advice is 7 of Cups, which you had in the past position. As advice, 7 of Cups would ask you to narrow down your options, to be careful in what you choose. Make sure you're choosing clearly and from a place of clarity. Don't fall for skeevy things or things that just don't appear, like they appear to be too good to be true. Please clarify the 7 of Cups for Sagittarius advice in love for the month of December. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, yeah, this is, for some of you, this is saying not to leap before you look. To be more rational in your decision making. Take that time to make a decision that's not made out of from an emotional standpoint, but from a logical standpoint. Because the Fool is someone that does take that leap of faith. Let's see. In some cases, that's a good thing. Like, you never progress if you don't take chances. But there's also a warning there too, because if you just blindly act without thinking or without acknowledging the consequences, then a lot of times you end up in a situation where you don't have the control anymore. 1, 2, 3. Watch out for self-deception as well. Yeah. You have the 5 of Cups again. whatever this was that you lost, or maybe feel guilty about or had to let go, don't let that color your future choices. Just be very conscience. Oh my God, I can't say the word. Be very conscious, not conscientious. There we go. Said it. Boom. Of your choices. Understand whatever decision you're making, whether it's love related or career related or family or friend related, that you're making a choice in the present and not based on whatever happened in the past. We'll make sure whatever choice you make is going to benefit you, not just in the present, but also in the future, and that you don't pay for, later down the line. If you do choose to be single, that's fine. But understand that there are opportunities that may be missed, and for some of you, that's not a big deal. So let's turn these over. This is outside or external influence to you. This can be a person, energy, or situation. With the Four of Pentacles, this could be someone who is very stingy, very greedy, or just very careful with their finance or with their money, or careful with their emotions. Very emotionally guarded. Let's see, why is the Four of Pentacles here for Sagittarius singles? Two, three. Yes, so again, you have more pentacles. Just for a lot of you, or for many of you, or for that specific person out there, very, very, very money focused. Trying to invest in things that are going to serve you long term. Looking for longevity, not for something that you'll lose or have to fight for later. Let's clarify one more. Oh my goodness, the Seven and the Four of Pentacles. Clarify one more with the Seven and the Four of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3. Okay, came back out. You have the Knight of Pentacles here. This could be someone in your environment, and I was going to say that earlier because of the way these cards played out. Here, this is someone that wants to invest into something and is in the process of investing for future gain. He's looking at this person that's just curled up in the fetal position, protecting and hoarding her pentacles. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, this could either be some type of career opportunity that you've been waiting for, because you did have the Hangman earlier. I did say there may have been some type of hang up. But if this is a person, it's someone that's very, all of these are earth signs, so Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. You could be dealing with an earth sign. But this is someone who is very diligent, very responsible, very reliable and dependable, but does take their time. They don't make any rash or impulsive decisions. They're very logical about and strategical. As a sign, I would consider that Virgo. Please clarify. Please clarify this Knight of Pentacles. Oops, for outside or external influences to Sagittarius singles. But yes, this could be someone that's interested in you, that they may or may not have expressed interest to you, but they don't feel like you are receptive. Excuse me. It's just the energy of their facial expressions and their body language that I get from this particular, because they're both looking at her. This could even be someone within the workplace. But then we have underneath, clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, we do have the Two of Pentacles. And this is something that is imbalanced. It's a choice, juggling a choice or decision. I feel like for some of you, this is a person that is trying to decide whether or not they want to approach you, or trying to decide if they approach you, would you be willing, or would you, accept their offer. They may no longer know if it's a good idea or if it would be worth it. Again, this could be career related. Maybe you got some type of offer and you're unsure about what to do. Maybe it requires more effort or responsibility. This may have been someone that you have waited on for a while and they just haven't reached out to you, or vice versa. Okay, your best case scenario is the Page of Pentacles. You had that earlier with your, or in your overall energy. Oops. The Page of Pentacles can talk about, was it the Page of Pentacles? The Page of Pentacles can talk about study, going back to school, pursuing, your education. It can represent a child, but it talks about the beginning stages of something foundational, whether that's, again, career related or relationship related. Please clarify this Page of Pentacles for Sagittarius singles, best case scenario. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you got the Six of Cups again. This could definitely involve children. Focusing on children, focusing on their future, focusing on your current financial stability. Can talk about maybe your children are in school and it's time for you to pursue your education as well. If you have that time. It can again represent something from the past. So if you had to drop out or you were unable to finish college, it can talk about starting that back up again. Also building towards your future. Clarify here, what does this Page of Pentacles represent in Sagittarius singles best case scenario? 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, definitely forward momentum, forward progression. Um, leaving the past in the past. For some of you, if there's painful memories or even people that were toxic that you had to leave behind or that are holding you back. But this is the Eight of Wands talks about making a go for it. Quick action. Movement. It can talk about literally moving, but this is your best case scenario. Please clarify one more with the Six of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. For Sagittarius singles best case scenario for the month of December. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. This is, again, you got the Four of Wands. This is about the home, celebration, structure. For some of you, especially with advice, for some of you, this is asking you to stay open to things that are presented to you, not just people, but opportunities. Don't dwell on the past. As you can see, she seems to be determining if this is what she wants almost. I do see, like, for some of you, a past person may come in. Could be an ex, could be someone that you've fallen out of contact with, or, you know, had a falling out with. For some of you, your best case scenario is to be open, or at least receptive to what they have to say, or what they're offering. But for, I think for the majority of you, this is definitely talking about keep your focus on your career, on your home, on, you know, building something solid for yourself. And if you're wanting a relationship, then obviously that's going to help you, because you don't want to have to be reliant upon someone else. And for your most probable outcome here, you have the Chariot, and that's a pretty good card for what's here, because it does seem to have been more, for many of you, more finance related. But the Chariot talks about victory, success, moving forward. It's after those Eight of Wands have taken place and you're starting to move in a direction towards success. It can talk about literal travel. Maybe you travel for work, or you are moving, or you're going on a trip or vacation. It can also talk about literal transportation as far as a vehicle. As far as signs, I do believe the Chariot is Cancer. I want to say it's Cancer. Alright, please clarify the Chariot here for Sagittarius singles most probable outcome for the month of December in love. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Wow, that's pretty. So you had The Ten of Pentacles here. Ten of Pentacles is in your most probable outcome. So far, this is telling me that you will have success within your career, within your home, within your family, as far as stability and structure, financial prosperity, abundance. What am I doing? Whatever you were aiming for, striving for, pursuing, this is very, very promising combination of cards. Ten of Pentacles. All the tens represent completion. One, two, and three. Oh, why that? Why the Three of Swords? Please clarify. Why is the Three of Swords here for Sagittarius single's most probable outcome? One, two, three. Okay, so you have the Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, this can talk about, you know, you make progress, you succeed within your career or your financial situation, but you suffer. You're lonely, perhaps, or you still suffer from whatever this was that you lost. Maybe some of you had to sacrifice love in order to pursue whatever this was, and that is something that is painful for you. And then for others of you, the Wheel of Fortune would represent a complete turnaround, ending this chapter of heartbreak and pain and loss, and moving forward from that. Because this is reversal of fortune. This is something where the tables turn, whether in the positive or the negative is dependent on other cards. But I feel for a lot of you, this is about taking that heartbreak, and for some of you, using it to drive you. Like for some people, when they break up, they get their revenge body, or they do, you know, for a lot of women, when they break up, they get a